Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I have the Oracle message of the week for you guys today. There are 4 groups. Group 1 is the Moonstone. Group 2 is the Amethyst. Group 3 is Varisite, and Group 4 is Sunstone. Please remember that this is a general message. So take whatever messages resonate for you and leave the rest. Not all of them will resonate. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, go ahead and listen to more than one pile. Whatever, whatever floats your boat. I want you to know that what I do when I do an oracle message, there's no tarot cards in this, just all oracle. When I do this, I read it intuitively, and then usually I will read snippets from the books if I feel it's necessary, that go with the oracle, because I feel like I'm respecting the authors when I do that. If you write, you'll know what I mean. It sucks when people blow off your work. So anyways, go ahead, pause the video, meditate, do whatever it takes to see which pile group you're drawn to, and let's get started. You who picked the Moonstone, this is going to be your reading. First, we're going to start off by flipping these over, and I'm going to see what I can get out of it. So we have openness with the full moon. We have release with the Jaguar. We have music, and we have bewitching. Wow, this is fucking cool. All right, what's really interesting is I see, in just looking at these 2 images right here, it's like the moon is always associated with the feminine. With this Jaguar, I see like sun, so I'm like thinking more masculine energy. So I feel like some of you definitely need to be working on releasing some things right now, for sure, obviously, because, release is here. The number 9 might be significant, and that is the closing. That's like, the last number in your digits, which usually signifies the closing or the ending of something, and in which we have to release and let go. And I feel like when you do this, there's a reason for this, because there's something out there waiting for you, and you need to be open to it. And in order to be open to it, you're going to have to release whatever the hell you're holding on to. There's some cycle ending. This is a common friggin' theme, I swear, especially today, of letting go. It's really freaking interesting, because it's like the Jaguar is like, this woman is sitting here, kind of spread eagle. And this Jaguar is like putting its paw around her, like to look out for her. And it's like we have this music card. Music, it says, listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. And then we have bewitching. Yeah. I feel like definitely at this time, be paying attention to music lyrics and songs that you hear. If you get a song that pops into your head, you need to be paying attention to what it's saying, for sure. There's something, what I feel like that these 2 cards for some reason like go together. I feel like that the whatever this tempting thing that's coming into your life, I feel it's very tempting. It's very bewitching. And what the phrase is, it's going to knock your socks off, is going into my mind when I'm looking at this for some reason. I do feel like I want to take a peek at seeing what the message is here. This is about releasing. Release what you no longer need. Take action to move something from the ideas world into the physical world. Let go of the old and stale and choose renewal. Wash away the negative aspects of the past. Surrender it all and embrace the new. Yeah, because I feel like some fucking juicy is about to occur. I'm just getting that vibe for some reason off this. I feel like music is really important in, like, for perhaps some of you definitely are clairaudient, and you, I just feel like it's really important right now to be paying attention to that, for sure. For the bewitching card, it's saying the power, knowledge, and wisdom you seek are all available to you. You can certainly accomplish what you wish. Use your abilities wisely, or there will be unforeseen consequences. Seek the advice of someone more experienced than you before implementing your plan. It's interesting, it's talking about plans. And this is also speaking of that. Whether it's a spell, project, or course of action, remember that with power comes responsibility. If you are planning a bit of magic, keep in mind this practice of many witches. It is a kind of out clause to keep you from causing harm you don't intend. At the end of a spell, say something like, I ask for this or something better for the greater good of all with harm to none, so mote it be. So, you know, definitely be paying attention to, like if you guys are doing any manifestations right now, be very careful with the way you choose your words, okay? I do feel like something about like when you're working on your manifestations, like listening to music as you're doing it, or even singing, or, you know, because that is a way to raise energy, you know that, right? Like what you do when you cast a spell usually is you set your intention, like you ground yourself, you set up everything, you ground yourself, you set your intention, and then you raise energy around the spell by, you can dance, you can chant, you can sing, you can write. There's so many different ways to do it. But I feel like for this group, like something to do with music, it could be dancing and moving your body or something to it. And you raise the energy, and then you release, okay? And release is even here. And by doing that, it's going to, that's how you put your spell in motion. That's how you put your intention out there, you know, your manifestation. So that's why you see, like, you know, in like movies or whatever, or even like artwork where you see these witches and they're dancing around a bonfire. They're dancing for a reason, because they're raising energy to cast out what they're trying to achieve and what they're trying to heal or bring about or whatever. So that's what's happening there. And with the openness card, I feel like being open to the universe is really important. Some of you maybe are too closed off to bringing about your manifestations, and it's really important right now to maintain that sense of trust and openness with the universe. You know, oh my God, with this card it says, when you receive this card, be open to receiving signs, be still, do nothing, be open, breathe, relax completely and thoroughly. Incubate your dreams for the future. If you're trying to make a decision, take the time to watch for signs and listen to the whispers of the universe. Watch your dreams for messages regarding the situation. Become the sacred watcher. Observe life as it unfolds rather than becoming engaged in it. Be open to what the universe has in store for you. Be receptive to messages from your soul. This card could also be a bringer of sacred wonders into your life. Miracles can show up in ways you didn't expect. And like I said, I feel that, you know, working under the full moon obviously is really important for you guys, but also like tapping into that solar energy during the day. And like I said, music is really integral. Can't even say it. You know what I mean. It's a part of the process. So, and I don't know why I'm getting this message, and I'm just going to throw it out there. Okay, it's kind of random and weird, but I feel like definitely some of you, if you're looking to get pregnant at this time, there's a good chance of that happening. All right. And I see for some of you, definitely around the full moon is, or like paying attention to what your cycles are. But I feel like something about the full moon for some of you. Okay. Because some of you might be ovulating at that time. So that just came through. I'm going to put the message out there if that's what is being told to me. So I pulled some crystals for you guys too. And these are some crystals that you might want to work with. And I think it's really interesting because look at the colors of these. This totally matches the moon, and this totally matches that masculine energy. I feel like really work on balancing your masculine and feminine sides right now as well. Because I feel like when you do this, you are the one who's bewitching. Okay, if you're trying to attract love into your life, definitely balance those out. Don't be too much of one or the other. Okay, so look at this. You got a lot of moon and sun energy, like just looking at these crystals. So this one I'm pretty sure is amber, and I'm right. Ancestors. My ancestors are guiding and loving me now and always. I'm open to receive their support and wisdom. We have citron. Abundance. I'm aligned at all times with the abundant energy of the universe. This powerful energy flows through me in every aspect of my life. And then this is fairy stone. Good fortune. I am open to receive the goodness the universe has to offer me at all times and in all ways. I am open to receive the goodness. Look at this. That is fucking crazy. And this looks like, you know, moonish And then we have the moon here, and it's talking about being open to receive, and here's openness. So yes, definitely. Working with these stones is a good idea, you know, to bring about good fortune, abundance, and work with your ancestors. I mean, because amber is that's a very feminine, you know, stone to work. It's not really a stone. It's actually petrified tree sap. And it is in particularly, excuse me, associated with Freya. So that's her tears. And she is often associated with, you know, she's clearly feminine energy, but sometimes I see her associated with the moon. So anyways, so that's your guys' message for this week. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notifications. In the drop-down box, there is information to book a personal reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, plus Amazon, Ko-fi, and social media information. I thank you guys so much for being with me, and I'll get you in the next one. Bye. You picked group 2, the Amethyst. This is going to be your reading. I hope you listen to the intro so you understand what I'm doing here. So anyways, we have Voyage, we have Wish Wisely, we have Rhinoceros with Moderation, and we have my boy Carnunos. Love him. I'm wearing him around my neck right now. He's my bae. Anyway, okay, let's take a look at this. Well, clearly you have some serious masculine energy around you and the ability to manifest right now, but this is like a warning that you need to not be taking more than you're giving, okay? You need to live in moderation, because I think that some of you go too much to two extremes. Like you obsess too much about stuff, or you're constantly worrying about stuff too much, or you're drinking too much or eating too much. There's always too much. We need to balance it out, or too little, okay? Not enough eating, or not enough, you know, exercising, or whatever the hell, okay? So I feel like there needs to be more of a balance and more moderation, you know, in your life. Because you definitely have some serious, powerful, this is also very fertile energy right here, okay, where fertility, and this is really weird because the first group, I got this strange message about pregnancy, and now we have Carnunos here. Okay, what I'm getting for this group is that you better be careful, because some of you might be getting a little bit too freaky, too much. I mean, I'm sorry, but to me, you're lucky if you're getting it that much, okay? But for some of you, you need to be careful, because you can end up pregnant if you're not wise and you're practicing safe sex or whatever, or birth control. If you're not wanting to get pregnant, be careful and tone it down a little bit, maybe, almost, in certain situations with some stuff. Also, I feel like for some of you who are trying to manifest right now, this is really weird, because this kind of reminds me of pile 1, 2. It says, wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire, and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Okay, so I feel like that is like a message that for those of you who are trying to manifest and you're wishing for something to happen, but you're not doing anything to make it come true, you're wasting your fucking time, okay? You need to put the intent and actually live in accord. And like, once you put your manifestation out there, you need to be taking the steps and doing the action to reach that goal. When you're manifesting, what you're doing is you're putting power behind your intent. That's all you're doing. It's not like, poof, magic, a fairy shows up, you know, your fairy princess and, you know, your fairy godmother, and, oh, here, let me turn this pumpkin into a fucking, you know, carriage for you. It's not going to happen that way, okay? What those energies do is they put power and they align you with the energy in order to achieve what you're trying to do, okay? That's what these energies like Carnunos and the Fae are trying to do, okay? And word to the wise, if you're going to work with the Fae, learn about them thoroughly first before you mess around with them, because there are some unfriendly ones who don't like to be fucked with, and they don't like humans very much, so just saying. Know the signs, know what to work with and what not to work with. But Chronos is a very ancient, very fucking masculine, very hot kind of energy. It's very sexual energy. It's extremely masculine. And it's interesting because you have all this fire right here, and then you have him, and then you have the whales, which is, and the moon and the water and her, and it looks very, this is so feminine. So you have a merging of the masculine and feminine going on here for sure. And I feel, like I said, this is so like group one. It really is. You need to balance out both of those energies and make sure you're working with both equally and respecting both equally. And voyage. I feel like that some of you have definitely like are on like a spiritual voyage right now. Like you're waking up to something. I feel like some of you definitely are like planning and manifesting to take a voyage literally somewhere. And you do have the power and the backing in which to do this, but be very careful what you wish for because you will get it. So be careful with the way you word it. Speaking of that, let's take a look at that voyage and see what the message is there behind it. Get ready. You're about to embark on a journey. It might be an inner sojourn or an outer voyage to a distant land. It might be a project or idea that is coming to life, but most certainly you are an intrepid traveler sallying forth into the unknown. Where do you want to go? What have you always wanted to do or be? This is the time to make it happen, and you have that power totally right here. Get prepared, have a clear vision of what you want to experience, but also be prepared for the unexpected. That is part of the exhilaration of being a traveler. Remember to enjoy the journey as much as reaching the destination. So yes, I feel like you guys have got the juice. Just be careful how you use it. Don't abuse it, okay? Because I feel like moderation is being told to you. You need to moderate. And don't abuse power because it will come back to bite you in the arse, okay? So that being said, let's take a look at rhinoceros, the little snippet message on that one. Seek moderation in all things. Find the middle path. Not everything is an extreme choice of black versus white. Being passionate about something is positive, but to be obsessed, oh my God, may not be. Leave behind what you no longer need. Exactly. Oh, I was talking about some of you might be obsessing too much. Exactly. Yeah, tone it down. Okay. So with Carnunos there, God, I love his energy. He's so fucking good to me. All right, what he is talking about, this is interesting. Wow. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, it might seem like a bad choice. Normally you'd think, no, I shouldn't. But right now, apparently, yes, you should. This is the card of the Lord of Wild Things. Wildness is called for. Let yourself go, indulge, enjoy, celebrate. As you do so, be aware of and honor the spiritual connection that such a practice brings. Invite nature and spirit into your soul to nurture your spirit through the delights of your senses. Author's note, please be aware that there is a decadent, wild enjoyment of the physical, and there is stupid. Don't be stupid. That is so great. I swear to God, it's like I have not used these cards in like probably over a year. So I don't even remember what the fuck the messages there were. But that is exactly, that is the best fucking advice, especially when it deals with him. Because let me tell you, you let him in, oh, you're going to feel it. And it's like, yeah, it can get way wild. Like, you're out of your fucking mind wild, okay? Like Maynard fucking wild, all right? Because technically that is that type of energy anyway. I mean, where you're going to be like wild running through the forest, fucking each other's brains out kind of fucking shit. That's his energy right there. So, yeah, be very careful, okay? That's all I have to say. You know that saying, can't stand the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen? Well, yeah, that's him right there. Okay, so that being said, some crystals. And I think this is really interesting because look at the colors on this. It's kind of reflected in these cards too. And we've got like the gamut going on here. We have Ruby, Shine. It's time for me to shine. Interesting. We have Aquamarine, Communication. I communicate with ease and grace. Also, I have to mention that Aquamarine is often used for travelers, okay? It's a traveling stone. You put it in your pocket, or, you know, you carry it on your person, especially if you're traveling over water. So if any of you are, right here, planning a journey over long stretches of water, then you definitely want to be carrying some Aquamarine with you, because it will protect you. It's, you know, it's a great stone. It's just fucking gorgeous stone. I actually have one on right here. So we have Malachite here for the last one, which is all about healing. I am a healing machine manifesting miracles. And it's interesting, it's talking about manifesting, and we got manifesting right here. I also want to mention that if you're trying to manifest like money, or like more business success, or, you know, anything to do with like monetary or material gain, Malachite is also really good to have around you and like keep next to your computer or whatever, and, you know, carry it on your person. It's also really good for that. It's also good for the heart chakra as well. So anyhow, this is an interesting group. So anyway, okay, make sure to like, subscribe. I'm distracted right now because, okay, anyway, that's the effect he has on me. All right, I can't. It's just like he makes me psycho wild woman. So anyway, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications. In the drop-down box, there is personal reading information to book a personal reading with me or me and my Pisces twin, plus Amazon Ko-fi and social media information. And I thank you guys for being with me, and I'll catch you in the next one. For those of you who picked group 3 with the Parasite, this is going to be your reading. So we have Transformation, nice. We have Pure Intention. We have Groundedness with Armadillo. This seems like a freaking common theme, kind of. And we have the Mystic Mermaid. And when I'm looking at this, I'm checking out the colors here. It's really kind of interesting because there's lots of blues, greens, and gold, which is, you know, the personal power chakra, you know, we have the throat chakra, and we have the heart chakra. So I also see a little bit of the root and the sacral. It's interesting. And we have the rose. Why am I getting Taurus? Somebody's watching this who's a Taurus for sure. Anyway, taking a look at this. This is so fucking crazy. It seems like all the groups are getting like similar messages. It's like a continual theme kind of, but each are slightly different. We have the number 7 too, so I don't know if that means anything to any of you. But I really feel like some of you, I also feel like, definitely some of you are like Pisces. I'm getting Cancer too on this for some reason. I don't know why these zodiac signs are popping up. It's really weird. So I feel like you guys are definitely going through a transformative phase right now, and you've been manifesting this to happen. But it's like, this is basically saying you guys need to make sure you're grounded, or else things are going to get hairy and get a little out of control. I feel like this is a very spiritual group. It says the Fairy of Manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. That is crazy, because that message, exact one, was in the last group too. It's like each group is building upon another. It's fucking wild. That happens sometimes when I do this though. So whatever this intention that you're bringing about, that you're trying to manifest, is it's going to, it's already transforming you, but it's going to be massively transformative. You could be getting some sort of intuitive hits right now that are really strong, I feel like, possibly at night more than the day. You might be seeing things out of the corners of your eyes. You could be like seeing orbs or flashes of light. I I really feel like some of you have like a really lit up crown chakra, and so you're getting like divine messages from the divine. Like I said, like during sleep or in the evening time. And also like just when you're just chilling by yourself. Like if you're in a quiet space and you're meditating, like during the day, you can get these hits too. I feel like it's really important for you guys to get outside in nature more. I know that it's hard for people to travel and do things, and a lot of shit's closed still, but you could still go for a walk and be outside. Okay, and go find some place that's green to go chill for a minute. I feel like it could be like soothing to your soul at this time. That's the message I'm getting there. Let's see what else we got here. So for that armadillo, it says, without grounding ourselves, we can become disconnected and flighty. And I feel that way because you guys have like serious, like, I feel crown chakra, and you're rather dreamy and kind of like, you feel like sometimes, like especially lately, that you might be walking around in a fog because it's like you don't even know what fucking day it is, or it's just like because of everything, all the hoopla and everything being all messed up and people's time schedules and work schedules getting all thrown off from all this, it's really taken effect on you and taken a toll a little bit to where you feel like real flighty and just like, ooh, you know, like out there. You could be getting, like I said, really strong intuitive hits and really crazy fucking dreams right now. So it's important to like ground yourself, okay? And by getting outside and sitting outside on the ground, getting in contact with the earth, it is a great way to ground your energy. So it says, without grounding ourselves, we can become disconnected and flighty. So it is an important aspect to develop. Go to the basics first. Plug into the power of the earth. Avoid drama and situations. Sometimes we need to look at the flowers at our feet before looking to the stars. Humility is a positive trait. False humility is not. Wow. So interesting. Let's take a look at the transformation. But like I said, I feel like this group is very spiritual. You're very out there. Like I said, Pisces, definitely, because I feel like Pisces people, we have a real problem with that sometimes, where we need to fucking ground ourselves because we're so tapped into that dream, you know, aspect and that, you know, psychic awareness stuff and just feeling vibes. We are very empathetic usually and stuff, so it's very important to keep grounded. So with that said, with the transformation card, it says this is a time for change, reinvention, or a rebirth into a new way of being. If you've been plodding along, this card suggests that you take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change. The blue color suggests a spiritual renewal or initiation. Excuse me. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodeling it or rearranging a few things. It means becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. Change is often uncomfortable, but it is usually for the highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card can mean that a wish may be about to come true. Oh my God. And whatever it is that you've been working on, your intention, and you've been putting that manifestation out there, that's a good sign that it's going to come into fruition. So for Mystic Mermaid, what does this one say? I do not know, because I do not know where it is in the these are like kind of hard to interpret, you know, because it's just a basic picture, but I did pick up some stuff, so let's see if I was correct. Quite simply, treat yourself. Pamper yourself in whatever way you can. Have you been considering a full day at the spa? The answer here is do it. And if a full day is out of your budget or maybe not your style, be creative. You know what you like. A new nail polish or lipstick, an extra hour of sleep on lovely clean sheets, peppermint essential oil, a bright scarf, an hour alone with a good book, and a perfect cup of tea, a stolen afternoon walk in the park. Well, you get the idea. That's interesting because I was talking about getting outside. When you're done, find a way to send a little pampering someone else's way. A packet of tea you know they like, a fancy truffle, a magazine, some scented lotion. Basically, this is talking about glowing up. Okay, so if you definitely, since you're transforming yourself, this makes sense. Because why you want to look the same, you know, you want the new you, right? So it's not just how you feel inside. You might want to do a little bit of a glow up. You might want to like change up your hair a little bit, or buy some new clothes, or you know, begin a new nutrition program and workout program. Do stuff like that, because you want to leave everything in the past that no longer serves you. And it's like you want the outside to match the inside. So you want the way you feel on the inside, you know, to show on the outside. So why not? That makes a lot of sense. And I'm saying glow up, and I see this sunburst. It's kind of crazy. And then there's like the light glowing. So stones for you guys to, oh wow, what a combo. Yes. See, there's mine right there. Rose quartz, self-love. And that's what this card is all about. I approve of myself and love myself deeply and completely. We have clear quartz, clarity. I have clarity in all aspects of my life. These are all really good stones to work with, especially this one for manifesting, you guys. Pneumite, strength. I am strong in mind, body, and spirit. Pneumite is also referred to as the sorcerer's stone. You can look it up. It's fascinating shit. I love it. It's very powerful. I think I've told you guys this if you haven't heard it in another video. When I first got my first piece of pneumite, it was so badass, the piece I got. I still have it upstairs. I'm very attracted to stones that are in the pyramid shape or a triangle. And this one is like so like almost like a perfect triangle. And when I put it on my third eye, because that's how I usually meditate with it, it felt like a motherfucking cinder block or a boulder sitting on my head. The power, it was just like, bam, it was incredible. Now when I use it, I don't feel that way because my energy is attuned to it. But when I first used it, I could really feel the power behind it. It is very powerful stuff. It's great. So anyways, that's the message I have for this group. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notifications. In the drop-down box, there is information to book a personal reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, plus Amazon, Ko-fi, and social media information. And I thank you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Our last group with the Sunstone. This is going to be your reading. Let's see what we have here for you. Oh, nice. We have pleasure. We have stargazing. Oh my God, this is so weird. This totally goes with the last group too. What the fuck? We have the soul, butterfly, and we have jewel of the sea. What are the odds? This is freaking nuts. How each one of these groups has built upon the last. It's wild, okay? And moons have been in every single one of them, I think. This is crazy. And this is the most lunar of all of the groups though. I really feel like this is a nod because I feel like you guys have been working hard on like manifesting and bringing about some change and stuff in your life. This is just a reminder that you need to take time out for yourself to chill. Because I do feel like there's big changes coming for you guys, and it's really important that you make sure that you in your schedule, because I feel like you're going to get busier, but it's really important to make sure to take time and enjoy the pleasures of life, and you know, get out there and stargaze at night and really connect to, because I feel like you guys, this group is definitely more starseed energy, and by doing that and like getting out underneath the sky at night and getting out underneath the moon and the stars, it's I swear to God, it is like euphoric, really, when you do it right. Like get out a chair or something. You can actually get stargazing chairs that like lean you back, and you could just like chill and just sit there and melt and just stare at the sky and meditate on the stars. But I feel like by doing that and like connecting, you're going to get some kind of epiphanies or messages this way. It's just going to like open you up and make you realize some stuff. And I feel like you're going to get some intuitive messages this way, some divine messages, some connection with your spirit guides, your angels, whatever. I feel like that's like important to do for you guys. And it says stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intention will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Exactly. And, you know, we have this total transformative energy. This jewel of the sea, it's really kind of a trip because it looks like she's got like, I mean, that's like a bubble or something, but it looks like moon. And then there's stars coming from her hands. So I feel like for some of you, you have ability to like heal. Especially when you work with the type of like lunar or star energy, you can really tap into your healing abilities. That message is coming through. That's really interesting. for this Jewel of the Sea message. Acknowledge your beauty, recognize it, nurture it, honor it. Realize where your beauty comes from. Look at all that is good and wise within you. Commit to cultivating it. Be secure in your beauty and make good use of it. Let your every action, thought, and word be an extension and expression of your inner beauty. Leave beauty and magic behind wherever you go. Recognize and honor the beauty in others. So maybe some of you actually can be kind of like a muse to people as well, where you help them to... I'm getting life coach is coming to mind. You could definitely be one of those kind of people that inspires others and lifts them up. And that's like the way that you're healing magic. It's really kind of beautiful. Let's take a look at pleasure and see what it says. Savor your life, exactly. Each and every part of it. Take pleasure in slowing down and experiencing each of your senses. Taste your food with gusto. Inhale the sense of the world around you. Enjoy the colors and textures of your life. This is truly a stop and smell the roses card. Embrace your sensuality. Ooh, and yeah, that beauty. Move in a languid way. Let pleasure be your password into every intimate part of your life. Allow your life to be less about being productive and more about enjoying each moment with verve. Radiant energy will flow through you in all directions of your life. And that's really interesting because like I said, this kind of feels like the last group too. This has been happening through this whole damn pick a card where it's like one is building on the other. The last group literally had, some certain symbology here in it. And definitely I'm getting the same kind of vibe and energy. This is really interesting. So for the butterfly message there, let's take a look at that one. And this is all about transformation and really tapping into your energy, your soul energy. So to experience our full selves, we often go through a difficult period of transformation and growth. Trust what you feel. We all have stages to pass through in life, and not all are easy. Look ahead to where you wish to be, not where you've been. Self-trust and trust of your partner are necessary for a positive relationship. So if some of you are like wondering about your relationship, it's like really important that you have self-love. You know how to enjoy yourself. Work is work, but pleasure is pleasure. You need to know how to differentiate the two and balance them both. But I feel like it's really important to feel good about yourself and trust in yourself as well as the universe in order to have any kind of good, what am I trying to say? I don't want to say good relationship, duh. I'm trying to think of the word. Anyway, got distracted because somebody just walked in the house. So anyways, to have like a very smooth type of, equal partnership, I feel like that's going to be key in having that. So the stones you guys got, look at this. This is crazy. The colors. Once again, we have some interesting, this looks like shooting stars. I know exactly what this is. This is Skullsight. Peace. I am an instrument of peace. Okay. This is really good. I highly recommend you guys look at this up. I keep this by my bed. You can sleep with it underneath your pillow as well. It actually helps with dreams and connecting to the divine. So look into that. We have agate. This is this. For healthy body, every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. That can go with that card right there. Having a healthy body is really important to you guys during this transformation. And then we have golden calcite, inspiration. I am inspired in all that I do. That's crazy because I was saying that about like you guys could be like kind of like this muse person who inspires others and lifts them up and whatnot. And there's that golden calcite and it's about inspiration. So anyways, that's all I have for this group. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notifications. In the drop-down box, there is information to book a personal reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, plus Amazon, Ko-fi, and social media information. And I thank you guys so much for being with me today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.